Julia's faction is all alone to be more masculine instead of looking like a girl by Malaysia. Like, that link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. So let's into this faction in 3, 2, 1.
All right, so yeah, this is gonna be a little bit controversial. I always kind of felt just kind of like I was looking at my old pictures the other day, and I'll put one up on screen that's like super embarrassing. I'm there with my great grandparents. So they're like my grandparents, moms and dads. So they're old.
Yeah.
I'm there with them, and this was a few years ago, and I just look like an absolute girl. Like
Wow,
I just
really?
look like a little girl. Like I'm literally there, kind of like scared, and just like in my own body, and just kind of like weird,
Yeah.
and like trying to hide away from the camera. And I kept looking back at old pictures and videos, and I always kind of see myself that way in the videos. Like I always look that way. And so I definitely think it's a real thing.
Yeah.
I've noticed this at my school, with my mom, with my friends.
Wow, really?
We're just walking down the street, and I just see like a lot of the guys just kind of are just like man boys. They like a lot of these guys. I feel bad for them because I know how it feels when you're in that position.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, but it's fine, just be yourself," and
Yeah, just be yourself, yeah.
that can be okay. But a lot of those guys, it's not themselves. Like, society has kind of like told them to act in that certain way, and so a lot of guys actually do want to be more masculine, and so to put on that, it does kind of feel strange. It feels like something's missing, and I definitely felt that for a long time.
Really?
But I think a lot of guys actually struggle with that. Like, it's kind of like a thing that you don't really know is happening, but it's happening to you. A lot of guys, even in my school, like, they kind of act how I used to. They kind of look how I used to.
Oh, really?
Not to be, like, super offensive, but a lot of them do look like girls. Like, a lot of them, like, if you were to go in the hall, my friend and I have this game in the hallway where we'll guess if someone's a dude or a chick. Like, because a lot of times you can't tell. Like, I've found it doesn't feel great. It feels a lot better to kind of embrace that more traditional side of me from what I've done. And so sometimes it's something that you're struggling with, but you can't really put your hand on. You just feel like you're missing something.
Yeah.
I definitely felt that way. Like, the way I was acting wasn't... I don't know, like something was off with the way I was acting. It just felt... I think it was probably just the years of just kind of what society tells you. How to act, how to look, how to, And I think that really added up. And I've started to see this in a lot of places. I remember most like modern families, if they tell you kind of about their, like, I had a professor, so she was a great professor. She was telling me about her family a lot of times, and every single family, they tell you this. They're like, oh yeah, my daughter, she's straight A student, she's super hardworking, she has goals and ambitions, and she's working really hard, and amazing daughter. And she's like, and then the son, he doesn't really try hard in school. He sits inside and he plays video games. And it's
really?
Somehow girls are doing like all this, and then it's weird. Like there's just a lot that it's just kind of happening. I feel like a lot of dudes are just kind of turning into like chumps. And so if you do want to get out of that, what I've found is you just have to start listening to more guys that you want to be more like. A good way to do this is to just put on some muscle mass. Actually, look at ways to increase your testosterone, do this, do the health habits. And I think it'll just kind of happen naturally with getting onto self improvement and just trying to better yourself. I've definitely found that just the weirdest things happen. Like, even the TV shows, they know it too. Like, the girls are always doing so much better than the dudes in that. They're like goal pursuing and like super, like, yeah, the dynamics been flipped. If you were to go
Yeah.
back like 200 years, it would be the dudes who are like super productive, goal pursuit, like, like they walk in first to the restaurant, they order for their girl, they pull her chair out and they talk to the waiter
Yeah.
and all this. But now it's like the girl walks in first, they're trying to split the bill and all this crap, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just weird. I really, I don't know what to say. It wouldn't be a problem to me personally if I knew that so many guys didn't feel how I used to.
Yeah.
Okay, this is, I'm not trying to like basically just get angry at people for acting the way they are, but I know that a lot of those guys that feel that way feel
Yeah.
how I used to. They felt like weirdly, like they weren't able to, like a piece of them was missing, like they were being pushed down the wrong path this whole time.
Really?
Like they were being conditioned into this path the whole time that they never actually wanted to go on to. And I definitely have found that to be true. And so I wouldn't have a problem with this if I knew that so many guys weren't aware of like what's happening. So hope this helped you, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really. I'm not gonna have any practical advice in here much, but
Yeah.
go ahead and click that very first link in the description right now, just to book a call with me, and subscribe if you want to join me. I'll see you later, bro.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah. Wow. That was all along to be more masculine and stop looking like a girl by Melissa. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and pop a like if you like. And comment down below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new. And click the bell to be notified when I upload. And what? Bye. Wow.